Good morning, all of you. Now we are back with the last chapter of political science outcomes of democracy. As we begin to wind up our tour of democracy, it's time to move beyond our discussion of specific themes and ask a general set of questions. What does democracy do? Or what outcomes can we reasonably expect of democracy? Also, does democracy fulfill these expectations in real life? Now, we will begin by thinking about how to assess the outcomes of democracy. And for this, we will just discuss about what we have studied in class 9. In class 9, chapter number 2, what is democracy and why democracy? In that, we have discussed about that democracy emerged from two Greek words, demos plus kratia, and it is a better form of government when compared with dictatorship or any other alternative. We felt that democracy was better. Why? Because democracy promotes equality among people, it enhances the dignity of the individual. Democracy improves the quality of decision making. It provides a method to resolve conflict and also allows room to correct mistakes. If you remember, all these points we have already discussed in class 9. Now, are these expectations realized under democracies? When we talk to people around us, most of them support democracy against other alternatives, such as rule by a monarch or military or religious leaders. But not so many of them would be satisfied with the democracy in practice. So we face a dilemma. Is democracy good in principle but felt to be not so good in practice? And this dilemma invites us to think hard about the outcomes of democracy. Do we prefer democracy only for moral reason, which we have studied in chapter number 1 of class 10, power sharing? Or are there some prudential reasons to support democracy too? If we will discuss, over 100 countries of the world today, they claim and practice some kind of democratic politics. They have formal constitutions, they hold elections, they have parties, and they guarantee rights of citizens. While these features are common to most of them, these democracies are very much different from each other in terms of their social situations, their economic achievements, and their cultures. Clearly, what may be achieved or not achieved under each of these democracies will be very different. But is there something that we can expect from every democracy just because it is democracy? So now our interest in for democracy often pushes us into taking a position that democracy can address all socio-economic and political problems. If some of our expectations are not met, we start blaming the idea of democracy, or we start doubling if we are living in a democracy. The first step towards thinking carefully about the outcomes of democracy is to recognize that democracy is just a form of government. It can only create conditions for achieving something. The citizens have to take advantage of those conditions and achieve those goals. Now, in the upcoming portion, we will just explore all these expectations which we are examining from democracy and records of